On the news tonight, federal government set to tackle erosion, other development projects in Anambra State. CP Orutugu commends security agencies for coordination in enhancing security in the state. Ministry of Foreign Affairs announces return of 115 Nigerians trafficked to Ivory Coast today. And on the foreign thing, Trump announces immediate India-Pakistan ceasefire. Security is yet to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Reports of scrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 0802-200008. And welcome to the news on ABS Television Oka. I am Ogenerume Ogogome. And other news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has outlined his plans to address critical developmental issues in Anambra State and the Southeast region. This was in response to Governor Soludo's request during the President's state visit to Anambra State to commission some legacy projects. Correspondent Ejike Abana filed this report.
Key challenges highlighted included the management of erosion, optimal utilization of gas reserves in Anambra, and Anambra exclusion from the National Rail Master Plan request to include it. During a grand reception at Alex Okweme Square, Awka, President Tinubu reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to enhancing road infrastructure and fostering national unity through inclusive development.
We are already spending tens of billions on erosion control, but a lot more is urgently needed. The Southeast, and Anambra in particular, is bypassed by the National Gas Master Plan, despite the abundant reserves of natural gas. We are not part of the national rail system. There is an abandoned federal road project that links Anambra with Kogi State. Beyond Anambra State, Nigeria must survive and prosper. For the sake of Nigeria and future generations, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must succeed. And we are prepared to support him in every possible way, not only to succeed, but to excel.
We do everything to make ecological investment. National Gas Master Plan, I assure you, that will be rectified. Abandoned federal road projects that link Anambra to Kogi, it can become the fastest gateway between Abuja and Anambra South and South-South. I agree. Anambra completely bypassed by the Rail Master Plan. I'm standing before you that this already designed and Ministry of Transportation is aware to include the connection in the master plan.
More positive reactions have continued to trail the recent state visit by the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to Anambra State. Reacting to the visit, the former member that represented Awka North constituency in Anambra State House of Assembly, Chief Boniface Okonkwo, who spoke to ABS in Awka, said that the progressive ideological alliances of the federal and Anambra State governments through the visit will ensure steady development of Anambra. Chief Okonkwo noted that the transformation works of Governor Chukwuma Soludo in the areas of infrastructure, health, education, security, and human capital development portrays Anambra as the light of the nation and urged citizens of the state to give the present administration all the necessary support required to build a prosperous homeland. The legislator thanked President Tinubu for approving the Southeast Development Commission and for promising to revisit the National Rail Master Plan to include Anambra State, which was originally excluded from the project. The Commissioner of Police, CP Kyoyo Rutugu, has commended the police and other security agencies for the improved coordination and resilience in enhancing safety in the state. CP Rutugu made the commendation in a release signed by the state PPRO, Tochukwu Ikenga, reflecting his appreciation to security agencies and in Anambra for the support and cooperation during the hosting of the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in Awka. He further affirmed that the state is safe, having witnessed each free and well-attended event by dignitaries and stakeholders during the visit. To this end, the police command expressed the belief that prioritizing security coordination and collaboration is a proactive approach to addressing security concerns and promoting a safer, more secure environment for all. In a powerful display of compassion and medical excellence, the Sir Emeka Okosa Foundation, in partnership with the VOOM Foundation USA, has launched its 7th annual Heart Surgery Mission, bringing hope to families across Nigeria. 20 children and 20 adults will benefit from the open heart surgeries, which will last for more than 2 weeks, alongside interventional cardiology procedures for 10 more children at subsidized rate. Correspondent Ifunaya Wankwo tells us more.
Speaking with the ABS, the executive director of Sir Emeka Okosa Foundation, Mrs. Chidinma Okoye, shared that the mission has treated 118 critical cases over the years with the remarkable 98% success rate, aimed at bridging the gap for congenital heart disease, which cost about 215 million naira for the surgery. She uploaded the support of key donors such as Child Aid Nigeria, United Nigerian Airlines, and others, while calling on more philanthropists and partners to keep the mission alive. The VOOM Foundation's Director of Development, Dr. Sarah Nicole, praised the team's dedication and emphasized strict adherence to post-surgery care. Sir Emeka Okosa Foundation Communication and Media Coordinator, Ms. Ebiware Owawe, reminded patients that heart health begins with stress management and regular checkups, warning of the dangers of untreated hypertension.
So CF and VOOM Foundation are having the 7th biannual medical mission for both pediatrics and adults. And the mission intends to cover open heart surgeries for at least 20 children, 20 adults, and interventional cardiology for at least 10 children.
We are in the middle of our first pediatric open heart patient, and the second patient is underway in the cath lab.
We're going to be doing a round of surgeries for the next 2.5 weeks. The idea is to give access to people who otherwise wouldn't be able to afford quality health care.
From Orifite, Ifunaya Wankwo reporting for ABS.
Meanwhile, the senator representing Anambra Central at the Red Chamber, Senator Victor May, has asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release and pardon Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, as a genuine step towards demonstrating to the Igbo people that Nigeria is one and united. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo reports that Senator Ume made the call during President Tinubu's visit to Anambra State.
Senator Ume pointed out that Mr. Kanu's case is similar to that of Omoyele Sowore and Sunday Igboho, who were pardoned and set free by the Nigerian government, and wondered why Nnamdi Kanu is being treated differently. The federal lawmaker noted that Nnamdi Kanu is not guilty as charged, describing him as a freedom fighter advocating for the well-being of his people.
He should be in a position to show the way. Some people led with nepotic mind, they are gone. For him that is the president of Nigeria today, he should show the way and change the course of history by being there for everybody. Let President Tinubu be there for everybody in Nigeria. Everybody in Nigeria, I repeat it, let every part of Nigeria get carried along in the affairs of government. That's the only way we can build that unity. That's the only way we can build that peace. That's the only way we can build that collaboration and understanding in the Nigerian project. So when the president has the opportunity to change the course of things, he can do it. Nigeria should be built on a pedestal of justice where no man is oppressed. So the Igbo people and indeed all parts of Nigeria may need to be carried along in the affairs of government.
Nnamdi Kanu has been in the custody of Nigeria's Department of State Service (DSS) since June 27, 2021, when he was arrested in Kenya and extradited to Nigeria to face charges including terrorism and treasonable felony.
Still to come on the news, Ministry of Foreign Affairs announces return of 150 Nigerians trafficked to Ivory Coast today. Another foreign thing, Trump announces immediate India-Pakistan ceasefire. The news returns shortly after the break. Stay with us.
Ọ bụkwaghị naanị nri dị mma ka anyị chọrọ nri na-edozi ahụ ọtụtụ akwụkwọ nri mana anyị chọkwara ka ọ dị ezigbo ụtọ Knorr Cubes ọ bụ ya bụ ihe nzuzo eji ngwa nri na-edozi ahụ were mepụta dịka anụ ọkụkọ parsley garlic ma jupụtakwa na iron iji mee ka nri gị na-edozi ahụ ma dịkwa ezigbo ụtọ ọ bụ ya bụ eri amịcha aka nke ahụ bụ ọkaibe ka anyị tụbe ya ugo
gbanwee ụwa gị site n'ịgbanwe ihe dị n'efere gị.
And welcome back to the news on ABS Television, Oka. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has announced the repatriation of 115 Nigerian nationals from Abidjan, Ivory Coast. The ministry spokesperson Kimi Ebiebi made this known in a statement issued today in Abuja. According to the statement, the ministry noted that the returnees will arrive in Lagos by special flight at 3 p.m. Nigerian time at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos State. The statement reads, the ministry wishes to inform that 115 Nigerian nationals that are victims of trafficking will be repatriated from Abidjan, Ivory Coast to Nigeria today via a special flight operated by Air Peace at no cost to the Nigerian government. And on the foreign scene, United States President Donald Trump has announced a ceasefire agreement between India and Pakistan after days of deadly jet fighter, missile, drone, and artillery attacks between the nuclear-armed rivals. The Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, said the agreement follows extensive negotiations by him and Vice President J.D. Vance with India and Pakistani Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Shehbaz Sharif and other top officials. The announcement comes after Pakistan launched counterattacks against India after 3 of its air bases were struck overnight and the conflict between the armed foes escalated to dangerous levels. Pakistan's foreign minister also confirmed the ceasefire. There has not been any comment from the India counterparts. And in sport, the Nigeria Women's Football League board has assured fans of fair officiating, strong security, and a wide coverage for the tournament as the race for the 2024-2025 title starts today in Ikenne, Ogun State. The tournament, which features 6 of the country's top-performing teams from the regular season, will run in a round-robin format from 10th to 19th May, with the eventual winner earning the coveted league crown and the place in the 2025 CAF Women's Champions League. 3 of Nigeria's most successful clubs, Bayelsa Queens, Rivers Angels, and Edo Queens, headlined this year's contest alongside former champions Nasarawa Amazons and 2 ambitious sides chasing a historic First League triumph, Niger Rattles and Super 6 debutants, Remo Stars Ladies. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television Oka, and also follow us on X at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log into our website by logging on to www.absradiotv.com. And now the main point. The federal government is set to tackle erosion other development projects in Anambra State. CP Orutugu has commended security agencies for coordination in enhancing security in Anambra State. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has announced the return of 150 Nigerians trafficked to Ivory Coast today. And on the foreign scene, Trump has announced immediate India-Pakistan ceasefire. And to end the news, Remember, the security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 08002 200008. And that's the end of the news on ABS Television Oka. I am Ogene Rome Ogogome. Thanks for watching.